Welcome students to ND's English Grammar channel on YouTube. In this video, I have for all how to write some long sentences in grammatical language, complex sentences with adverb clauses correctly and easily. For this, you have to understand this video. Let us start without delay. What is an adverb clause? An adverb clause is a group of words that acts like an adverb. It modifies a verb, adjective, or another adverb. It gives extra information about when, why, where, how, to what extent, under what condition certain activities or actions happened or took place. And an adverb clause, which works as an adverb, always has a subject, verb, and start with a subordinating conjunction like, because, when, although, enough, etc. Now, structure of an adverbial clause. It has a structure like this: the subordinating conjunction plus subject plus verb. It must be connected with a main clause, because any subordinate clause, which is also called a dependent clause, depends upon the main clause for its meaning. Without joining to the main clause, it cannot give the meaning. Now, main clause plus adverb clause is the structure. Again, adverb clause plus main clause is also the structure. So here you can see that you can begin the sentence with a main clause, adding the adverbial clause later, or you can begin the sentence with an adverbial clause plus main clause. Now, types of adverbial clauses with examples to write longer sentences. Now, adverbial clauses that express time, which says about when, while, before, after, since, until, as soon as. So these are the words or subordinating conjunctions that begins an adverbial clause of time. That means adverbial clause which indicates time. Let us see the examples. I will call you. This is the main clause. Now, I will call you when I reach home. So, when I reach home is telling something about the call, about the time of call. And it begins with the time adverb when. Another sentence: before the sun rises, we must leave. Now, before the sun rises is the adverb clause, begins with the time word before, and the main clause is we must leave, added with a conjunction. Remember here, when the main clause begins, no comma is needed, but when subordinate clause begins the sentence, the comma is needed. So, I will call you when I reach home. And here one thing should be remembered: the tense pattern should be according to the sequence of tense. Before the sun rises, we must leave. Now, number 2, adverbial clauses of reason means which adverb clauses gives reasons, and the conjunctions are because, since, as, now that. The example sentences are: he left because he was tired. Because he was tired, written in bold, is the adverbial clause beginning with the adverbial conjunction, subordinate conjunction, because. Now he left. Why he left? Answer is because he was tired. So because he was tired, this adverb clause answers the question asked to the verb left, and it is about reason. Since it's raining, we will stay inside. Since it's raining is the adverbial clause showing the reason we will stay inside. That is, we will stay inside. Why? The reason is since it is raining. So students, you can understand easily how different types of adverbial clauses answer the certain questions asked to the verb. That is, they add extra information, necessary information to the main clause. Now, adverbial clause of contrast. Contrast means showing certain opposite relationship, and the subordinating conjunctions are although, though, even though, whereas. These are very common subordinating conjunctions of contrast. The examples are, although she was sick, she went to school. Although she was sick, subordinate clause beginning with the conjunction although. She went to school, the main clause. Now she went to school, instead of or having his sickness. Oh sorry, it is concession. It is concession or certain opposite ideas. Contrast or concession on opposite ideas. These both things are expressed. He is rich, though he lives simply. Now, though he lives simply is the adverbial clause of contrast, because he is rich. Normally rich people live in extravagance, in luxury, but he lives simply. So this is a contrast, and though begins the subordinate clause showing the contrast. Now, adverbial clause of purpose. The subordinating conjunctions are so that, in order that. These are the very two common subordinating conjunctions. Examples. The studies hard. She studies hard so that she can pass the exam. Now, so that she can pass the exam shows the purpose of the study or studying hard. I will explain it again in order that you understand. In order that you understand is the subordinate clause. In order that is the subordinating conjunction, and it shows the cause or purpose of explain again. So students, how easy it then? Try to make this type of examples, write out sentences. Now, adverbial clause of condition, which expresses condition, means under what condition certain actions took place. The conjunctions are if, unless, provided that, as long as. Very common conjunctions and important too. Example sentences are, if you hurry, you will catch the train. If you hurry is the subordinate adverb clause. If is the conjunction, subordinating conjunction. You will catch the train is the main clause. Now, you will cause the train under what condition? The condition is if you hurry, if you make a hurried action. If you won't succeed unless you try. Now, unless you try is the adverbial clause of condition, and you won't succeed is the main clause. Now, Under what condition you won't succeed? Unless you try. If that is if you do not try, you won't succeed. So unless you try shows the condition under which you can succeed. Number 6. Adverb clause of manner. How something is done. Conjunctions are as if, as though. So it tells about the manner of the verb. She dances as if she were a professional. As if she were professional, subordinate adverbial clause, as if is the conjunction, and it shows the manner how she dances. As if she were a professional. That is like a professional. He spoke as though he knew everything. As though he knew everything is the subordinate clause. As though is the subordinating conjunction. He spoke in which manner? As though he knew everything. Or you can also use as if he knew everything. Actually, these are also two conditional sentences. Most of the students find it difficult when correct tenses are given in this form. Number 7. Comparison. Adverbial clause of comparison. That is compared to what? Conjunctions are than, as. Examples. He runs faster than I do. Here then makes the comparison. It is the subordinating conjunction. Than I do is the subordinating adjective adverb clause. She is as tall as her brother. As tall as her brother is the subordinate clause, and as tall as is the subordinating conjunction. And as you know, students, these two are comparative sentences. And she is as tall as her brother. This is actually positive degree tall, and the other one is faster, comparative degree of fast. So first one is the sentence of comparative degree, and the second one is of positive degree, that is equating degree. I have discussed in my earlier videos. Equative degree, it indicates equality. Now, tips to identify adverb clauses. When, it shows time. Why, it shows reason. Where, it shows place. How, it shows manner. What if, it shows condition. Compared to what? Comparison. So, asking question like this, you can find out the adverb clauses. Now, practice sentences. You can find out the adverb clauses of your own. Now, a summary chart, quick summary chart. This is very helpful. Clause type, time clause, subordinating conjunctions, and examples. Reason, subordinating conjunctions, examples. Contrast, that is subordinate clause of adverbial clause of contrast, subordinating conjunctions, and sentences. Subordinating adverb clause of purpose, subordinating conjunctions, sentence. So, if you take a quick look of this chart, it will help you to understand adverbial clauses, different types of adverbial clauses that you find difficult to understand. So students, this video is very important for all classes to write out complex sentences or long sentences using adverb clauses that are sometimes difficult to write. So read them, watch them very carefully, and if any difficulty, please leave a comment. I will try to clear it out for you. Please subscribe to Andy's English Grammar channel on YouTube. Thank you.